Hello Aries, welcome to PassionWater Tarot. My name is Lois, I'm an intuitive reader. We're going to dance into the passion waters of your life together. Okay Aries, let's get it started. This is your generalized reading for the week for March the 8th through March the 14th, alright? Let's see what you got going on. See what Spirit has to reveal for Aries. So you're coming in with the Five of Wands. A little drama. Okay, well, I hate to see that, but okay. The Four of Pentacles releasing, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Whew, releasing more. Not fighting, not standing up to fight for it, not feeling like it's worth your energy. So there's something, we'll find out. Hopefully, Spirit will reveal to us. Let me get some Kool-Aid. What has you frustrated? Or something absolutely has you frustrated. So what got Aries to this position, or this emotion? Spirit, thank you for all messages forthcoming. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors. Do we just have a flipper? And I hear that sound. It's usually a flipper, but I don't see one. Where'd the cat go? When I was doing Aquarius, I couldn't get rid of the cat. Now she's laying here beside me asleep. I see her now. Alright. I gotta get something. So you're gonna have to give me a moment. Alright. I'll put this right there. My grandson accidentally spilled his bottle of medications last night. And I just saw one on the floor in front of the cat. So I wanted to get it. So forgive me for that. Don't want the kitty taking the grandson's medication. So, what got you where you're at, Aries? You have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You don't feel like you can let go of these burdens. You feel like you need to hang on to them. In the past, you felt like it was your responsibility. It was your obligation. Ooh, and the devil is here too. That's the card of Scorpio. Why did I say Scorpio? The card of Capricorn. And that's all about codependency and things that are really dragging you down. Codependency can, try not to use these trigger words, but it can be addiction in many forms, any form there is, okay? Anything that you're doing over abundance of, not able to manage. And that includes your temperament. And the Seven of Cups. Not making clear-cut decisions. Wow. So, what you've been going through, Aries, is pretty deep. It's pretty serious, too. So, you were hanging on to burdens that weren't yours. You were feeling very obligated to a situation. And you were codependent to it. You were allowing yourself to be seen as the one to have to handle a situation wasn't even yours. And the choices were out of your control for one thing. But second thing, what choices you were allowed to make was so limited that they were ineffective. This is how all the drama came to be, and you being so frustrated that you're just ready to wipe your hands of this whole entire situation. Now, where would you like to go with this? Where would you like to go? Not the most likely outcome. We're going to deal with that too. But where would you like to go with this? Oh, it's 11:11 according to my phone and my laptop. Yes. 11:11. Yeah. You'd like to take control back. The world. Set boundaries, very firm boundaries. And take control back and take power back of your energy and your decision-making skills. Because you got some amazing decision-making skills. I mean, you're Aries. You're like a professional decision maker. This other person was tying your hands. Bad. In all the wrong directions. Also, well, we have more cards falling besides the one I turned over. The Star card. I'm loving that for you. The card of Aquarius. The card of aligning. The card of having a lot of hope in a situation. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Coming out victory. Coming out victorious. Not feeling jaded or wounded. But coming out going, yeah, I took control of that and I handled it. I sure did. And the King of Wands. Well, guess who that is? Yeah. That's you today. That is you today. Why is that you today? Well, because it's fire for one thing. Okay. But this is you knowing where you want to go, how you're going to get there, and what you're going to do once you arrive. And this is you celebrating your victory of taking back control of your life. That's the Three of Cups, by the way, if I didn't say that. I love that Three of Cups. That is such a celebratory Three of Cups right there. That is absolutely going out and having dinner and celebration with your friends, family, and soul tribe there. Being able to shake it off. Now, before we find out the most likely outcome of this, because I know where you want to take it, and it's hella beautiful. Let's find out if there's a second person involved here that Spirit would like to talk to us about. So, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors, is there a person of interest? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody who is not, they're no longer feeling passionate about the situation. They are just going with the motion. They're really over it. The Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're over it. They don't even want to think about it. Now, the Four of Swords is resting, thinking things over, coming up with a new ideal, seeing things from a new perspective. But this is in reverse. They don't even want to think about it. They don't want to deal with it anymore. It has complicated their life enough. The High Priestess in reverse. They need to reveal their secrets to you. They need to tell you what they've been hiding from you. And this is in reverse for them to have that opportunity because they're so frustrated too. But it looks like you're going to get upset with them. And I don't mean physically put somebody in the corner, but emotionally it looks like you're going to put them in the corner and say, I need to know why this is really happening. Why is it that you always are broke? Before you ever get your paycheck, that paycheck is already spent. Why is it there's never any food in the house? How come there's a shut-off notice for the electric every month? How come the car's not been inspected for 6 months? Who's all these text messages from? Well, you're going to speak up. You're going to release those burdens, speak up, and they're going to come clean. So, what was happening that got Aries, person of interest to this point, Spirit? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? So there was the Three of Swords in reverse, the healing of a broken heart that was taking place. The Four of Wands in reverse, because there was a breakup in a family, in a soul tribe. Now it didn't have to be husband and wife, or wife and wife, or husband and husband. It could have been siblings fighting, cousins fighting, grandparents, whoever it is. But there was an absolute breakup and a heartbreak. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah, the stability was removed, as if somebody was kicked out, displaced, asked to move, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, really? So, there was some animosity and anger involved, and somebody was displaced. If they weren't displaced physically, they were absolutely shunned emotionally in this family soul tribe network. And it was because of jealousy and anger. Jealousy comes in many forms. Such as somebody's being jealous of somebody's role in the family, or jealous of a job, jealous of their abilities, their accommodations, how much they're respected. Jealousy is a fear we carry within ourselves that we're not enough. Nobody can invoke that in you. That's something we carry. Each individual does. And I implore everybody all the time. I work on it all the time too. To deal with your dark side. To deal with the energies like anger and jealousy and sadness, because it's usually erupted from us feeling like we're not enough. Just a bottom line there. And when we recognize that we are enough, then we lose these. And we actually go around working on helping others feel like they're enough. Because we already know what that feels like. So, yeah. So whoever this was, I believe it's a couple of you, they moved in with you when they were displaced. And because of their broken heart, because of their displacement, because their stability was ripped out from under them, they felt, because of jealousy, they doctored their weakness by taking advantage of you. And they may not have even really realized to what level they were taking advantage of you. Because they may not have realized how much their other soul tribe family was taking care of them. This is a big awakening for this person. For you too. But really big time for them. So let's ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors to please tell us the most likely outcome for Aries and their person regarding this situation. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? I think I need to start a weekly reading regarding shadow work. Let me know if any of you all would be interested in that. I think we could do a meditation. So the most likely outcome, Spirit, for Aries and their person of interest regarding this situation from March the 8th through the 14th. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? You're going to trust yourself, Judgment. You are. You are going to trust yourself. You are going to review the situation that's seeing a lot of hope in it. The world having a rebirth of the situation, of this connection. And you're going to make a good, solid judgment on what's in your best interest. You're going to remove fear and anxiety. And it's going to help you rest better. And the Knight of Wands. This person's going to move along. They were not meant to be with you permanently. They're not really a playboy, playgirl of the tarot. But they are a energy that's still looking for their Ten of Pentacles, so to speak. Their loyalty group. And they're looking for their stability. Death in reverse. The card of Scorpio. So there's not a lot of changes for you, Aries. You're going to resist some, but they're mainly going to resist moving on. They need to become more independent, taking care of themselves, and you're going to guide them in that direction and help them to recognize that they are enough. Alright? That's a lot to take in. Yeah, you're not going to juggle this situation anymore. It's not your pumpkin to pluck from the garden. It's just not. So Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors, do you have any clarifying cards for Aries for this reading? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Yeah, this person needs to move on. And you're going to trust yourself on helping them to grow. You're no longer going to be the one shouldering the burden for them. Queen of Swords. You're cutting out things that are no longer serving you. Things that are not in your highest good. You're thinking very wisely regarding the decisions that you're making. I could have swore I heard a card fall. I do not see one. Oh, it flipped. That's why. Yeah, they're going to be upset. The Three of Swords. They are. They're going to be upset because they still feel less than. But they're not being deserted. Seven of Pentacles. They're looking back on what happened the last time with when they had to relocate. And the Page of Wands. They don't feel like they're enough. They don't feel like they have the means to take care of themselves. They need healing. They need a lot of healing. Temperance in reverse, the card of Sagittarius. Being on their own, being out on their own will help them to grow greatly. And the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's all about their lack of self-esteem. But it's not your burden to bear either, Aries. It's not in your best interest. You can help them from afar. Rather than being the... They need to learn to eat ramen noodles if that's what it takes to get by. If they're overspending. If they're not making enough money, it's time to find a second job. And that's what you're thinking too. And I'm just supporting your ideals here. This person is going to need to stand on their own 2 feet. They are a soulmate. They are. The Lovers, the card of Gemini. This could be your child. This could be an ex, a neighbor, or just a friend. But they are a soulmate of yours. And part of your journey together is for you to help them learn these lessons. Okay? Now there's a lot of cards out here. Goodness gracious, Aries. Hit the thumbs up, share, leave a comment, let me know if it resonates. Hey, if it doesn't, that's cool. Just wasn't your reading today. But stop in, say hi, and let me know how you're doing. Don't forget how much I love you all. You're hella amazing. And don't forget to leave comments and send me an email and say hi. I miss those. They're suddenly just pretty much stopped. I don't know what's happened. It's after the first of the year, something changed a lot on the channel. I haven't changed, but other things have for some reason. So, Holy Spirit, Spirit God. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels, and ancestors, please provide Aries with a romance angel oracle card. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah. Well, your person does need to let go of their control issues as far as who's taking care of them, so that they can take care of themselves. And you, Aries, you need to pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay? It's really good to help people. It's really good to help them grow. But it's not good when it becomes a very codependent situation and the other person is not taking responsibility for their actions. Okay? So Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels, and ancestors, please provide Aries with an Archangel Oracle card to focus on for this reading. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Goodness, I think that's the most cards I've had out in a long time. Yep, you do. That's what you were supposed to have been doing from the beginning on this. Leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Lovingly guide this person. Help them look for a place to live that is more suited to them, or offer them the room at your home for a price. Let them pay you rent, but let them be responsible for their own meals as well. Now, wouldn't that be a novel ideal? If they spend all their money on music or pixels online, then they'll be eating ramen noodles all week, right? The choice is theirs. Alrighty, so Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, please provide Aries with an Alice in Wonderland Oracle card to focus on for this reading. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Tomorrow's Saturday. I think I have a class in the morning at my local spiritual store. One of these is for you. One of these is for your person. Does your person have anger issues? Is that where all that anger and animosity was coming from over there with that jealousy, the rage? Somebody else couldn't deal with the rage anymore? Because painting the roses red, covering up errors. If somebody is being over critical to somebody who's made a mistake, that's somebody that we would not want to be associated with for our safety. It's pretty intense, but it's one of the most, says working for or being in a relationship with someone who's harsh on those who make mistakes, feeling forced to cover up errors to avoid punishment, fear of mistakes being discovered, hiding the evidence of the consequences are much harsher than the mistake, feeling that what you need to do to stay safe is no longer reasonable. If your person of interest is behaving in that way, that should make you question where they came from, what kind of situation they were in. And that would also probably help you understand why your coping skills are where they are. Number 5, becoming braver. Resilience experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. You have been tested. The development of strength and resilience through the courageous meeting of challenges. The demonstration of great character. The acknowledgement of how much you have learned. The ability to cope with so many little things, due to a great ordeal endured with grace, dignity, and humor. Testing times show true character. It's time for you to take a leadership role. It's time for you to lovingly guide this person. It's also time for you to take back control of your life. Congratulations, Aries, and I'll see you all soon with your next reading. Namaste.